Students, now let's go to the next question, that is question number 9. Actually, I'll go along with the two similar triangles ABC and DEF. See, I'm going to do two questions together now. Two similar triangles ABC and triangle DEF are such that the perimeters, what are the perimeters? 30 centimeter and 18 centimeter respectively. Very nice one, I like this. If AB is equal to 6, find DE. See, my dear students, whenever these type of questions, perimeters, sum of all the sides of a triangles come into picture, you have to understand that you are going to deal with theorem on equal ratios, something that you had in previous standard, that is question that 9th standard. Similarly, one more question of this type can be such that two triangles ABC and PQR are such that angle B is equal to angle Q. So angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle C is equal to angle R. So basically here they have not given you they are similar, but of course you can prove that they are similar. Then they are telling if ratio of their perimeters is 3:5. Basically again they have given you perimeters. Find the ratio of their areas. This is now going to be a combination of the two. Fine. Basically these two questions, they go hand in hand. This basically is 20th question. See, first of all, the triangles are similar to each other, so you will get triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. This is given. So, by corresponding sides of similar triangle, because they are not dealing with areas over here, so I'll just take corresponding sides of similar triangle. AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. Corresponding sides of similar triangle. Fine. Now, if you'll see, these are the equal ratios. And as by theorem on equal ratios, by applying theorem on equal ratios, because we are going to find perimeter, so you can now add all these sides. But even if you add all these numerators and add all those denominators, they are going to be equal to one of these ratios again. Even if I do this, supposing if it is AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. If I add all the three ratios, means AB plus BC plus AC upon, then I will have to do the same in the denominator also. This will still be equal to either AB upon DF or BC upon EF or AC upon DF. Any three. This is the basic idea of the theorem on equal ratios. Not only addition, even if you go on adding all the, subtracting the three, if you go on AB minus BC minus AC upon DF minus EF minus DF, DE minus EF minus DF, will be still equal to AB upon DF or BC upon EF or AC upon DF. Any one you can take. That is theorem on equal ratios basically. So here if I consider, so basically here, but AB I am going to deal with AB and finding DE. So what I will tell by theorem on equal ratios. What you have is, if I go on adding all this, AB plus BC plus AC upon DE plus EF plus DF. Will still I can take AB upon DE, BC upon EF, AC upon DF, but because I am interested in AB and DE, I will take is equal to AB upon DE. Fine. But perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus AC, which is equal to 30 they have given. Perimeter of triangle DEF is equal to DE plus EF plus DF, which is equal to 18 they have given. Therefore, from 1 we get what? 30 upon 18, right? Instead of this I will write 30. Instead of this I will write 18 is equal to AB upon DE. Therefore, 30 upon 18. AB is equal to 6 DE. Therefore, DE will be equal to cross multiplication done 18 upon into 6 upon 6 5 is a 5 3.156 30 3.5. So you will get DE is equal to 3.5 centimeter. That is what you have to understand. Okay, my dear students, this is basically whenever perimeters of triangles comes into picture. Of course, we have done the question based on this, where actually they were diagram was something of this sort, where we had intercepts made by parallel lines. Intercepts made by parallel lines. At that time, basically, this upon this is equal to this upon this upon this. We have got this upon this is equal to this upon this is equal to this upon this. Intercepts made by parallel lines. And then you will, they have given sum of all these sides, not individual. Here they have given individual sides, this segment, this segment, this segment. But here they have given sum of this segment, and then they are asking you to find each segment. This also basically you are going to use theorem on equal ratios. Check it, my dear students. Okay, so these are the two type of questions where theorem on equal ratios will come into picture. Here also same thing will happen. You will now come to know here basically solution in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. You have got angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. These two things are given. Therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So these are similar. Now say straight you will tell AB upon PQ is equal to BC. But here remember they have asked you the ratio of their areas. So basically areas of triangle also will come into picture. Okay. So AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. Fine. Now here they are telling ratio of their perimeters is 3:5. Ratio of the perimeters is 3:5. So now again here see basically when they are asking you to find the ratio of their areas. So by ratio of areas of similar triangle, we know that we will be getting area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square is equal to BC square upon QR square is equal to AC square upon PR square. This is what you are going to get. But you want AB square upon PQ square or BC square upon QR square or AC square upon PR square. So to find this AB square upon PQ square, I will have to use this. Any one you require, any one. So here also I will first apply by theorem on equal ratio. If I go on adding all this, because I know the perimeter, upon, if I go on adding all the denominators, you will still get, you can use any one. Now in previous one, they had given you AB and DE was found, so that's why it was actually mandatory for you to use AB upon DE. But in this case, no AB and DE is you have to deal. You require any one, so you can take any one up to your choice. AB upon PQ. Fine. But then you have to bring it to notice, but perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus AC, which is equal to, no, this is that much only, upon perimeter of triangle PQR is equal to, these values they have not given, the value of the ratios are there, value of individual perimeter is not given, PQ plus QR plus PR. So this is the perimeter, therefore from 1, 2, 3. Are you getting? This is AB plus BC plus AC. In place of this AB plus BC plus AC, I will write perimeter of triangle ABC. In place of this PQ plus QR plus PR, I will write perimeter of triangle is equal to AB upon PQ. And perimeter of they have given 3 upon 5. Therefore, AB upon PQ is equal to 3 upon 5 because ratio of perimeter is equal to 3:5 is given. Fine. So you have got this. Now again you will use, this is going to be your by ratio of areas of similar triangles, area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, which is equal to 3 square upon 5 square is equal to 9 upon 25. That's all, my dear students. Okay, I hope you all have got this. So I've got few more questions to solve to show you all people. Question number at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions are there. One more question I'll finish. That is easy basically, that's why finished with paper. See, if I talk about question, next question, this is a very easy question. Basically, question number 10. What they have done is that they have given us a triangle, which is basically definitely 90 degree over here. And this they have one. So this is A, B, C, D. Fine. This is definitely 90 degree. They have given in triangle A, B, C. AB is equal to 25 centimeter. BC is equal to 20 centimeter. DC is equal to 1/5 of BC. What is the length of AD? This is actually speaking, I think what the mistake is that in the question they have not given ABC is 90 degree, but actually ABC is 90 degree. There was a printing mistake over there. Angle ABC is 90 degree basically, therefore ABD will be 90 degree. So then that I think most of you all people will be able to solve this question. Here what happens when they are asking you to find AD. So definitely you can see that AD when they ask you, so you have to apply Pythagoras theorem in ABD. So AB is 25 you already got, you only require to find BD. Fine. So now if you go to find BD, BD, DC is equal to 1/5 of BC. You can do in any way. See, DC, they have given DC and BC, the relation between DC and BC, DC is equal to 1/5 of BC. and you want BD to come into picture. So you know BD is equal to, no, BC is equal to BD plus DC. This is what you know. BC is equal to BD plus DC. Out of this, you have relation between DC and BC. BC को चलो forget यार, सब कुछ है unnecessary क्यों. See, basically DC is equal to 1/5 of BC. This is given. Therefore, DC is equal to 1/5 of what is BC? 20. 4 centimeter. DC मिल गया 4 centimeter. Now BC is equal to BD plus DC because B dash D dash. See, BC is 20, BD you have to find, DC is 4. So you will get BD is equal to 20 minus 4. You will get BD is equal to 16 centimeter. Finished. So now BD you have got 16, AB you have got 25. So by Pythagoras theorem you will be able to find AD square. Right now, my dear students, once you have got BD then. Okay, I hope you will be able to solve this. So with this I finished today's lecture. 4 more questions I have to solve. Not very difficult, but still I'll go with them. For basically I don't know why you all people found any problem in this. I'll finish this off because there is no big problem in these questions. I don't know why. See, basically here in question number 11, basically this is a question which actually is a type of एंगल बाइसेक्टर थ्योरम का भाई है वो. See here, T, Q, R, P, S. This angle is congruent to this is given. See, try to understand, my dear students. In this what they have given, they have already given lots of things. In the given figure, if, see, but what is happening? QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PR. See the combination. QR upon QS is equal to QT upon, what should have been? QP should have been there, and they have given PR. QT upon PR. Actually you require QT upon QP, but they have given this. Also they have given angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. To prove triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. PQS, TQR. See, it's very simple. PQS and TQR, of course, common angle, and you require what? QR upon QS is equal to QT upon QP. Common angle. They will be similar. But then the problem is that they have given, instead of QR upon QS and is equal to QT upon PR, QT upon QP, they have given QT upon PR. Very simple, my dear students. Actually speaking, if you will see, they have given one more thing, angle PQR. This angle PQR is congruent to angle PRQ, and this is going to finish everything. See, basically in triangle PQR, angle PQR is congruent to angle PRQ. This is given. Therefore, now because they are congruent, therefore PQ is congruent to PR. You can say isosceles triangle property, otherwise sides opposite to congruent sides are congruent. Anything that you feel. This is going to be a 1. Now they have given QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PR. This is given. Fine. This is your 2. So substituting 1 in 2, instead of PR you will write PQ. QR upon QS is equal to QT upon, instead of PR you will write PQ. So suddenly you will see QR upon QS is equal to QT upon QP. Bas, finished. So now you will tell in triangle QR, PQR and triangle PQS, QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PQ from 3. And they have, and of course angle TQR is congruent to angle PQS. Reason is common angle. Therefore triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. Angle criteria. Okay, my dear students, I hope you all are getting. Very easy question. It's not going to take any time. That's why I'm trying to complete it. So question number 16, if we go to, see, here there is a triangle given to you all people. This is A, B, C, D, E. Here in the given triangle ABC, they have given straight AD is equal to 3 centimeter, DB is equal to 5 centimeter, AC is equal to 16 centimeter. Prove that angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. Simple. See, here they have given AD is equal to 3. AD is equal to 3, DB is equal to 5. AC is equal to, AE is equal to 6. AD is equal to 3 centimeter, DB is equal to 5 centimeter, AE is equal to 6 centimeter, and AC is equal to 16 centimeter. So AE is equal to, AD is equal to 3 centimeter, DB is equal to 5 centimeter, AC, complete AC they have given matra 16 centimeter, and AE is equal to 6 centimeter. So basically you will require EC. You can do it in any way, corresponding sides of the fibular triangle also you can go. You can do it in any way. But the easier way is converse of BPT. Prove this DA is parallel to BC and finish it off. These will be corresponding angles. So, but to prove this, basically what happens, you will have to prove AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So, you will require EC. So, you know now EC will be equal to what? From this complete AC you will subtract AE. So, EC will remain. So, EC is equal to AC minus AE. Reason is simple, A dash E dash C. So therefore your EC is going to be, AC is 16 they have given, minus 6, so your EC is going to be 10 centimeter. Fine. Now if you will see this, AD upon DB is equal to 3 upon 5. Fine. AE upon EC. AE is 6. EC is 10. If I divide this, 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. From 2 and 3, we get AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Therefore, by converse of BPT, DE is parallel to BC. Therefore, angle ADE is congruent to angle ABC corresponding angles. See my dear students, this you can do by this method also. I got AE is equal to 6 and AC is equal to 16 I have got. So I can do this. AE upon AC is equal to 6 upon 16. I can do this also. AD upon AB I will find. So what will be AD upon AB? I will have to find AB then. AB will be 3 plus 5, 8. Are you getting? So I will get AD upon AB is equal to 3 upon 8 I will get. Are you getting? AD upon AB, because AB, I have got DB. AB will be what? 3 plus 5, 8. So in place of AB I will write 8. AD is 3. AE upon AC is already 6 upon 16 they have given. So if I divide this, 2 3s are 6, 2, so these both are congruent. AD upon AB is equal to AE upon EC. And this is a common angle. So in triangle ADE and triangle ABC, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC, and angle DAE is congruent to angle BAC, corresponding sides of similar triangle. No, therefore triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC by SAS criteria you will get. And then because corresponding angles of similar triangle, you will get angle ADE is congruent to angle BC. You can do by that method also. You don't get confused कि कैसा समझने का कि BPT कब करने का है and corresponding sides of triangle similar वाला कभी करने का है. This you can do it if as long as you are going to deal with angles and everything, and your property that you are going to use is going to deal with that angle, you can use any property. Okay, this is also over. Now we go to the next question. The sides of a right triangle that contain the right angle are in the ratio 3:4. See, sides of a right angled triangle that contain, that have the right angles are in ratio 3:4. If the area of the triangle is given to be 150 square centimeter, if area of triangle is equal to 150 square centimeter, find the sides. It is simple, my dear students. See, basically what they are telling, this is the right angle triangle. Fine, and they are giving that these ratios is 3:4. But ratio is 3:4. Whenever the ratio is 3:4, the actual value is something else. The actual value will be dealing with common multiple. Whenever ratio is given, see here, ratio of sides of right angle is equal to 3:4. Let common multiple be equal to x. Therefore, one side of right angle is equal to 3x centimeter, other side of right angle is equal to 4x centimeter. Are you getting? So this will be 3x, this will be 4x. And now area of right angle triangle is equal to half into product of perpendicular sides. Right? These perpendicular sides, you will find the half, because this is basically base and this is basically height. So you will get area of right angle triangle, but they have given 150. 150 is equal to 1 upon 2 into 1 is 3x and the other one is 4x. This will become 2, 2s are 4. So you will get 150 is equal to 3x into 2x, 6x square. So 6 will go on the other side and divide. 6, 2s are 12, 6, 5 is 30, So you get x square is equal to 25. Therefore, x is equal to 5 centimeter. What are they asking you to find? The sides. The sides are 3x is equal to 3 into 5 is equal to 15 centimeter. One side. Other side is equal to 4x is equal to 4 into 5, 20 centimeter. Okay, my dear students, I hope you all are getting this. It's simple. My handwriting is going on spoiling, my dear students, really, because very sorry. Just cooperate with me. What is the right word? Tolerate me. The area of a right angular field is 200 square meters. So we have got a right angular field. They are telling area of rectangular field. Rectangular field is equal to 200 square meter. Perimeter is 60 meter. What is the length of its diagonal? So A, B, C, D. They are asking you the length of this diagonal. So we can consider AB is equal to length, breadth, whatever it is. Fine. So here you can tell, see, but they have given area is equal to 200 square meter. The area of rectangular field is equal to length into breadth. So I can consider let breadth be equal to x meter. Therefore, area of rectangular field is equal to length into x. But they have given rectangular field area is equal to 200 is equal to length into x. Therefore, length is equal to 200 upon x. Are you getting? Breadth is equal to x. Breadth is equal to x. Length is equal to 200 upon x. This is what you have to understand. Because area of rectangular field is equal to length into x. Basically, area of rectangular field is equal to length into breadth. And you have considered breadth is equal to x. Therefore, it will be length into x. So, length will be, if I go and multiply this on the other side, 200 upon x. This will be the length. So, now you have understood that length is equal to 200 and x. Breadth is equal to x. This you have to understand. Your length and breadth are now 200 upon x, and breadth is x. So, now perimeter of rectangular field is equal to 2 into length plus breadth, and perimeter they have given is equal to 60 is equal to 2 into, now length is what? 200 upon x, and breadth is what? X. Solve this, you will get x. But definitely you have to be strong with quadratic equations, which we have not yet finished. So these two will come and divide over here. 60 upon 2 is equal to, this will multiply 200 plus x square upon x. Fine. 200 ones are 200, x square upon x. So this will become 30 is equal to 200 plus x square upon x. X comes over here. 30x is equal to 200 plus x square. Now 30x I am bringing over here, but I am writing everything over here. X square plus 30x I am bringing over here. Sorry. X square minus 30x plus 200 is equal to 0. Are you getting? X square is over here. 30x I am coming and writing over here. My x square minus 30x. 200 in the end. Fine. But while writing, I am writing in this fashion. So now here we come to splitting the middle term, which we have learned from 8th standard. We have to split this in such a way that the multiplication of the two numbers should be 200 and addition or subtraction should be 30. Multiplication should be 200. 20 into 2. 20 into 10. Say 20 and 10. If I multiply the two numbers 20 and 10, they will become 200. And if I add the two numbers, they will become 30. But then now that's not over. That is only one small step. Two numbers who multiply to become the third coefficient and who add or subtract to become the middle term. two numbers who multiply to become the constant, the third term. Two numbers who multiply to become the third term and who add or subtract to become the coefficient of the middle term. Fine. So these two multiply to become 2 into 10. They multiply to become the third term, the constant. And they add to become the coefficient of the middle term 30. Now I have to give signs. This sign will go to the greater number. Greater number is 20. So the minus sign will go to 20. Now what should be this sign so that if they operate, you will get minus 30. See, if I take plus over here, minus 20 plus 10 will give you minus 10. I want minus 30. So this has to be minus. Minus 20 minus 10 will definitely give me minus 30. But now confirmation is needed. Now these are new numbers, we new signs. I will multiply these two. Minus 20 into minus 10 will be plus 200 and I have got plus 200 over here. Then this split is right. So what I will write is x square minus 20x minus 10x plus 200. X will go common factor, x minus 20. Minus is going outside, so this will become minus. This will change. 10 will go outside. X minus 20 is equal to 100. So what I get next is x minus 20 is another common factor. X minus 10 is equal to 0. So you get x minus 20 is equal to 0 or x minus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 20 or x is equal to 10. So you have got two values of breadth. If breadth is equal to 20 meter, length is equal to 10 meter. If breadth is equal to 10 meter, length is equal to 20 meter. This you have got. What are they asking you to find? But they are asking you to find the diagonal AC. I'm not written. To find diagonal of field, rectangular field. So in triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, definitely now you will find AC AB is what you got. If it is 10, this has to be 20. It can be anything now. It is not going to make any difference. 100 plus 400. Now AC is going to be 500 to 250 is a 2, 125 is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 25 is a 5, 5 is a 5, 1 is a. This will go and become 1, this will go and become 1. 10 root 5 you will get meter. Okay, my dear students. So this is how you all are going to solve all this. I hope you all have understood this all now. With this actually I finish this all. Okay. With this I finish all the questions of this assignment. Master this question, my dear student. They are just 2 marks questions. So you have to understand them very nicely because lots are yet to come. Okay, my dear students. Thank you very much. See you all soon. Stay home, stay safe, and most important, stay happy. See you all soon. Love you all, my dear students.